On June 24, 2009, Michael Jackson walked onto a stage in Los Angeles for what looked like just another rehearsal for his comeback tour, This Is It. No crowd, no spotlight, just a closed rehearsal space filled with dancers, musicians, technicians, and crew preparing for one of the most ambitious live productions ever created. Earlier that year, the announcement had stunned the entire world. His London O2 Arena residency sold out in minutes, forcing additional dates until 50 shows were scheduled. What started as a return quickly became a global event before the first concert even happened. Behind the scenes, everything was massive in scale. Giant LED screens were being built. Choreography was being refined down to exact timing, and musicians rehearsed daily to match Michael's creative vision. Every detail mattered, and at the center of it all was Michael Jackson. He wasn't just performing, he was building the entire show from the inside out, inside the machine of perfection. As rehearsals intensified, the production began to feel less like a tour preparation and more like a carefully engineered system. Dancers trained for months just to match his precision. Lighting teams tested transitions over and over. Every movement on stage had meaning, timing, and structure. Michael was constantly involved, adjusting steps, changing formations, reworking timing, and guiding performers with a level of detail that pushed everyone to their limits. People who worked with him described it as watching a perfectionist rebuild reality in real time. Nothing was random. Nothing was left unfinished. Everything was intentional. June 24, 2009, the final rehearsal. That night, Michael arrived at the rehearsal venue in Los Angeles. There was no audience, no applause, just preparation. He ran through some of his most iconic songs: Billie Jean, Thriller, Beat It, and Earth Song. And immediately, something stood out. He was locked in, focused, sharp, controlled. He moved across the stage like nothing had changed with time. Every step was precise, every motion deliberate, yet still effortless. Between takes, he laughed with the crew, gave direction, and corrected details most people wouldn't even notice. To everyone watching, it didn't feel like a final moment. It felt like just another step forward. But in hindsight, it wasn't. As the rehearsal ended, Michael Jackson walked off the stage, and no one in that room realized they had just witnessed his final performance. The world stops. Less than 24 hours later, everything changed. The news broke without warning. Michael Jackson had passed away. At first, the world refused to believe it. Social media collapsed under shock. Television broadcasts were interrupted. Radio stations went silent or played his music non-stop. Across the world, fans gathered in silence, not celebrating, just trying to process the impossible. Because only a day earlier, the world believed it was about to witness his greatest comeback. Now, that future was gone. The footage that became history. Months later, rehearsal footage from those final sessions was compiled into a documentary film, Michael Jackson's This Is It. It revealed not just preparation for a tour, but a vision that was still being built when it stopped. It showed discipline, creativity, precision, and a level of artistry that reminded the world exactly why Michael Jackson was unlike anyone else. Even unfinished, it carried weight. Even incomplete, it felt legendary. The legacy that never ended today. Michael Jackson's influence continues to shape performers across the world. Dancers study his movement like a technical language. Artists study his discipline like a blueprint. New generations discover his work as if it was created yesterday, and somehow it still feels alive. Because true impact doesn't fade with time, it grows. The final moment that no one recognized. Looking back, that rehearsal on June 24th wasn't just another practice. It was the final time Michael Jackson ever performed on stage. Not in front of fans, but in a quiet room full of people who had no idea they were witnessing the end of an era. And somewhere in that moment, between the music and the movement, a legend gave his final performance without knowing it was the final one. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson.